What pupil should I take on my standards check? Now, this is a question that gets asked on a daily basis. I'd say that there isn't necessarily a right or wrong answer, but there are a few things that are worth taking into account when you are looking at your pupil choice. Now, just because you have a standards check at 2 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon doesn't mean that you're having to take your Thursday afternoon 2 o'clock pupil. Have a little look at your diary and see who kind of jumps out at you. Who do you think gives you that vibe that is going to work well with you? Because this is a team kind of approach that they're wanting to see. So who out of your pupils that you have on your books at the moment, learning style matches your teaching style, if you like. You have a good rapport with, you're making good progress, your lessons are natural and fairly fun even. So have a look at those. Also have a think about the pupil that is going to match your skill choice. So for example, if you enjoy teaching pupils in those first few hours, so you enjoy that level of control and those levels of instruction, then perhaps that's the kind of subject that you're wanting to do. You obviously need to choose a pupil that's appropriate to that. Or maybe you are more in your comfort zone teaching pupils who are perhaps a little bit nearer test standards. So see who's there who's going to match your subject choice, if you like, because obviously your subject and your pupil go hand in hand, and your subject has to be relevant to the pupil that you are taking up. There is a section about what subject to choose, and I think it's probably not possible to look at these two questions, your pupil and your subject, separate. So it's worth having a little look at those. So people that you have a good rapport with, a pupil that is going to work with you and obviously be reliable and commit. Now on that note, I would say it is really worth having 2, if not 3 backups, because it's not unusual to be let down at the last minute. It may be that your second or even your third choice backup is a family member, or even your first choice. You might have a first choice family member. That is not a problem. You can take up a family member, and the good thing about family members is that obviously you tend to know each other quite well, so your rapport is probably quite good, but on pain of death will they not be there for you, so they will have that page in the diary marked out, and they will be able to commit. So I would suggest that if you do choose a full licence holder, if you do choose a family member, that you do tell the SE the relationship that you have, because it's probably likely that at some point you're going to fall into a more natural level of rapport, maybe not even recognising it that yourselves, but it will be obvious to the SE. So for example, we have a driving instructor who took his wife up, and he referred to her very naturally as darling. So he would say, turn left at the end of the road, please, darling, and that was lovely, darling. And you can imagine that if the SE didn't know that they were married, there would have been some feedback given about that. You can take a potential driving instructor. So if you are an ADI trainer and that's your natural pupil type, if you are taking up a PDI, you can, as long as your PDI has not passed their Part 2. So if Part 2 training is something that you do, that perhaps is a good choice for you. So just to kind of sum it up, you're looking for a pupil that is willing, a pupil that is able, a pupil whose learning style matches your teaching style and who is going to work as a team with you, a pupil whose needs fit the subject that you're wanting to teach. That's obviously really important. A pupil that you have a good rapport with, and those are the main things to be thinking of. So have a think about that, look through your diary, and perhaps spend the next few lessons with those pupils, kind of sussing them out and thinking about them from a standards check point of view, and then see if they're available. Thank you.